Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Amogbe.
Always a delight to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakwa, and it's still an action-packed world of sports. In Nigeria, football fans are talking about the list of invited players, talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and that crucial game against the Pharaohs of Egypt. Now, Coach Samson Siasi has unveiled his army that will be playing in Kaduna and Alexandra. What is your take on that list of 42 players invited for that crucial game? We will be talking about it this morning on the show.
42 players, and of course you have two Moses unleashed on the Pharaohs. Okay, right now let's talk about table tennis. Okay, I'm not smiling this morning because I didn't really like what happened. Austin wanted Nigeria to face India, thinking they would be able to replicate what happened at the group stage. But that wasn't the case this morning, as was the team. Well, after so much, had to lose to India this morning, 3-2.
Doesn't sound good. It's okay for you not to smile, but let's give it up for the players. Gallant efforts they put up right there in Kuala Lumpur. The Indians, of course, we knew they were going to come back stronger after defeating the Europeans, Hungary, in their round of 16 game.
3-1. That was how that one ended.
And you see, it got really tough because Arno Quadri started, won for Nigeria. India came back, made it 1-1, but Abiodun won his game. Quadri lost to Achanta, and then Shegun Toriola needed to play the final game against, guess who? Samaji. Gosh. And then he couldn't just go all the way. But 3-2 shows that...
No, that's really close.
That's right. This team has got some quality. And the good thing is they're not rushing back home immediately. They'll still play some more games at the competition. And that's good. The win-win situation for table tennis in Nigeria.
Win-win situation. Okay, well, I'm not too happy.
I know.
Okay, we'll definitely get to talk to Liga Okuso much later on the program. And he's definitely going to be giving us so much updates coming from there. Okay, let's switch a little bit now to what happened late last night. La Liga games, some games were decided, but the big one for us was Barcelona and Real Vallecano. Normally shouldn't have been a big game, but because of what happened on the night for Barcelona right now, they've broken Real Madrid record, 35 games unbeaten.
35 games unbeaten, and do you want to question it? That's a champions team anytime, any day. Barcelona, arguably the only team in the world that can stress and beat any team that they want to on a good 35 games unbeaten, Cecilia. Massive. And new Spanish record. Who else could have done it except Barcelona?
Exactly. And Real Madrid did it 1988 and 89 season, but that was a 34. So the fact that they won yesterday's game, they had to take it a notch higher to 35 for Barcelona. Now they become the first club also to miss 7 penalties in a single La Liga game. And that was the last time this actually happened was 1998 and 89 season. And because they also passed the 300 goal mark with Luis Enrique as a manager. They've scored 300 goals so far this season. So that's huge for them. And of course for Mercy, another 35, he was able to equal Cristiano Ronaldo's Spanish record of 35 hat-trick, in Spanish La Liga games. When you look at Barcelona, you look at the way they play, you're asking yourself, what next? Right now, they're 8 points clear at the top of the table. It's just when they win the league, not if they will win it. And of course, Real Madrid are even, how many points behind? 12 behind them.
Wow. What else can I say, Cecilia? When you talk about Barcelona, you run out of words because
to describe
every week there's something new from Barcelona to talk about, and I think it's the philosophy of the club. They've invested so much into their youth system. They've invested so much into understanding success as a club. They've invested so much into football education. They've placed themselves as an international winning brand, and every top player in this world wants to be associated with Barcelona. And I think we'll get to see more records. Lionel Messi, what he does is he just waits which record is there to be broken, and then he goes after it and he does it clean. Time with Cristiano Ronaldo, football fans are not surprised. Ronaldo gets any record, Messi doesn't know about it. The moment he finds out, he's going for it. And then Barca scoring 300 goals. I think it was over under Luis Enrique. Now just tells you that this is a club that is not just understanding what it means to win a football game. they are redefining the art of football.
That's the word.
Each time you want Barca, look at what they did to us now. Right there in real time, they were reading the game. And at the time they needed to redefine it, they turned things around. And that's what I think Barcelona is. They are just a fantastic team anytime, any day. And for me, Cecilia, the records, we keep coming for them. They'll keep breaking it.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, one good thing of what happened in yesterday's game was also Ander Turan scoring his first goal for Barcelona and making it 5-1. Although Rafa Vallecano were actually down to 9 men. But then, trust Barcelona, whether you're playing against 12, I believe if you have 13 players against 11 of Barcelona players, if they are at their best,
remember what I was telling you guys about Barca? They will choke you up. They will take pressure to you. You will run and run and run and run. And by the time you can't run anymore, in the middle of the park, you're kicking the players from Barca. You're getting cards. You're not surprised. Sometimes Barca plays and then 3 red cards. Someone said the referee is biased. No, the referee is not. The opponents are tired.
Yeah, they're tired.
They need to bring them down to stop the play. And as long as you're bringing Barca players down, you're getting the cards.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. Well, definitely safe to say that Barcelona will win La Liga this season.
Well, let's look at it that way. What other team can win the Spanish La Liga at the moment? It's just Barca because...
Yeah, we can.
Look, I'm trying to understand the sort of words to use when talking about it. Because each time I watch Barcelona, even look at the bench. See the quality of depth they have as a team. See the quality of the coaching crew, the philosophy of the club, the discipline of the players. Isn't Luis Suarez a changed person now?
He is.
Look at the way he's playing
missed
football.
a penalty yesterday.
Just look at the way he's playing football. Just look at the way he's trying to understand his teammates. Understand. It's just because of the club where he's playing. He's a transformed man.
I think I actually love the synergy the 3 of them have. The MSN, that's what they call them. You know, the MSN, the kind of synergy, the way they celebrate whenever they score goals and all that. The way Neymar, that okay, he can actually score from a particular sport, but it feels okay. Maybe Messi is closer and he gives it to him. So they don't really have that selfishness in them. So at the end of the day, you discover that these players play the game, they're just enjoying it, and they're happy with what they're doing.
That's right.
Effortlessly, they just do what they want to do.
They're having fun, and while everyone keeps talking about the MSN, I keep looking at that Barca defense line. Cecilia, when did the club score Barca 3 goals? When? No, seriously, because people just talk about...
Athletic Bilbao, I think there was what happened.
Yeah, but how often do we see it? How often do we see it? Even when they play an attacking team, they don't concede more than 2. It's difficult. And even if they do, maybe it's a very bad day, and then the strikers will repay.
Yeah,
so everyone is working to ensure that things are moving, and I think that's what a club should be.
I think they also had a good goalkeeper in a Bravo. So I think he's really doing a fantastic job. So it's difficult for him to actually concede. Okay, let's move straight to tennis. Now, what's happening to the Team Nigeria, the African Junior Championships that will be in South Africa starting on the 9th to 8th in Pretoria. Team Nigeria, of course, already, they would be leaving tomorrow.
That's right. And when I spoke to Coach Mohamed Obale yesterday, he's excited. Nigeria will be going with 8 players, 4 male and then 4 female players. The good thing is this is the same team that won the West and Central qualifiers in Abuja. So they are supercharged. They've been in camp for about 20 days. Yeah, well, not enough. But remember, they were also busy in Tunisia. And then they got back, and then straight up they got into the camp in Abuja. Top players such as Barakat Squadri and Adetayo Adetunji, they are their foreign bases, and they're playing competitive tennis.
In Pretoria already.
One is in Morocco, should join the team tomorrow when they're about to leave in Pretoria. Now, the good thing about this is, I keep saying it, nobody should be quick to say they must win, win, win. It's foundational. It's for the future. When you see young guys as this playing tennis, what you need to do is give them support. You know, schools also need to look at it and say, look, if this guy from this secondary school, this primary school is already representing Nigeria, then we should start looking at ways we can also make our kids start playing tennis at a very good age where they can learn the basics and then grow with it. So for Team Nigeria, going to Pretoria is another opportunity to look at the quality that we have. Because remember when we spoke to Sani Danusa also, he says these competitions that these junior players will go to will determine if they have what it takes to go to the senior ranks.
Category. I think that's a good one. Girls under 14 and of course under 16, same with the boys. And if you look at what they've actually done so far with the same players who were at the qualifiers, and you're also having the same players also going for this tournament. I think that actually gave them the opportunity to want to compete with other 30 African countries that will be participating in that junior circuit. So definitely is a good one for Nigeria, and hopefully the girls will definitely, and the boys can come back really proud of themselves. Maybe haven't played a very, very good game.
So that's it. Team Nigeria will be represented. Let's just give some of the names of the players. You heard about them during the Western Central qualifiers. Christopher Bulus plays in the boys under 16. He will be there. There's also Christopher Itodo. We need to find out if they're brothers. He will be there. Gabriel Friday and then Michael Oshewa will play in the boys 14 and under. It sounds sweet when we talk about kids being active in sports, because this is a total well-being package that they're already going through.
And also having opportunities to travel.
Yeah.
For the girls, we have Angel Banklet. She will be playing under 16. And of course, Mary Love Edwards, she'll be playing for the under 14. And of course, Edwards actually made her international debut at the qualifiers in Abuja. She won silver in the singles and of course, gold medal in the doubles event. So definitely, that's another star to watch it for.
She lost to Barakat Quadri, another good player anytime, any day. And then Team Nigeria will be banking on her services. And Adetayo Adetunji, she's based in South Africa, so she understands the terrain. She's just chilling, waiting for her teammates to come, and then the competition starts. Some of the benefits of this competition, Cecilia, is that the players that get to win get involved in the ITF tour.
So that's huge.
Fantastic. You also get scholarships, you know, to move on, you know, with their career. So it's looking really good for Team Nigeria. Let's go to Abuja before the team jets out. They've been training for 20 days, and then Coach Mohamed Ubali, he is the national junior tennis coach, as I say. He's been talking to us. Good morning, Coach, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Austin.
Okay, Coach, we're talking about your team that is getting ready for the main African Tennis Junior Championship in Pretoria, South Africa. What else can you tell us?
The team has trained very hard, looking forward to this big event in South Africa, Pretoria. Tomorrow, Saturday, we're leaving by South African Airways to Johannesburg. We're going to camp in Johannesburg for 3 days before we move to Pretoria, which is about 45 minutes drive from Johannesburg.
Prepared is the team right now? How ready are the girls and of course the boys for the tournament?
Yeah, the boys and the girls are in high spirits. We've been training very hard here with the senior Nigerian team also that are here in Abuja. So it's really good training we had here, and then the practice match we had with the senior players. You can see they are in a very top form, you know, and then Barakat Quadri, who is already in South Africa now from Morocco, and then Adetiju, who is also in Joburg. So they are just waiting to receive us tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, Coach, we're trying to understand the benefits of competing at this main African championship. Well, the good one is first, people will get to know your players. What are the benefits attached to playing at this championship?
There's a lot of opportunities for our players. You know, Gabriel Friday, he is the champion of West and Central Africa, and he is going to be seeded. Also, Adetayo Adetunji and Barakat Quadri also, she won the West and Central Africa. And all of them are looking forward to this big event because of the opportunities that are there, the scholarship, the ITF training tour, you know, and then the ITF team, they are also going to be there. And then the European tour also is a big opportunity for the kids. They are really looking forward to that, and then to make Nigeria proud also in this event.
Thank you so much, Coach Mohamed Ubali, for the updates. I want to wish you and the team going to Pretoria all the best. Thank you so much.